Good afternoon, everybody. James Rule, XRP, on this beautiful Thursday, October 16th, 2025. I have been putting the puzzle pieces together. We're talking about mergers and acquisitions. Ripple has acquired another company. We're going to look at it. We're going to look at treasuries. We're going to look at banks. We're going to look at cryptocurrency and blockchain, and we're going to get excited. But before we get started, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a crypto teacher. So let's go ahead and get after it. Let's take a look at the numbers. We are down a bit. Don't panic. Back up the truck, people. You know, with all this China stuff going on with Trump and China and ups and downs, it's going to be okay. They are going to come to a resolution. Things are going to be all right. Right now are prime opportunities, not to cry, but to buy. Not financial advice. Total crypto market is $3.88 trillion. Bitcoin is down to 108,000. Ethereum's 38.69. XRP is around $2.33. Don't complain when it gets back to $3 and go, man, it's too late. It's $3. I should have bought when it was lower. Well, right now it's lower. Hello. Here is the late breaking news. Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse. I'm going to read it. Today, Ripple is breaking into the $100 trillion corporate treasury payments market with the $1 billion acquisition of Treasury. The past few years have reminded the industry why payments, first and foremost, is the primary use case for crypto and blockchain. Payments are where Ripple first started for exactly these reasons. The infrastructure is complex, siloed, and inefficient, but as we know, perfectly positioned to benefit from decentralized financial technologies. Astounding amounts of cash are trapped in outdated payment systems, creating friction, unnecessary cost, and barriers to entering new markets. Treasury has been serving some of the most well-known brands for decades, and now together with Ripple, we'll be able to help CFOs manage all their assets, including stablecoins, tokenized deposits, etc., at scale around the world, as well as put their idle capital to work with repo markets via Hidden Road. The opportunity is here, and we're diving right in. It's happening, people. Ride the Ripple waves. Monica Long, the president at Ripple, gets this out there as well. I'm excited for Ripple and Treasury to help corporates move money around the world faster, cheaper, 24/7, 365, and actively manage and grow their money through safe, more efficient solutions. It's the Ripple platform put to work at the global corporate scale. The opportunity to unlock trillions of dollars in trapped capital for corporates and huge and ambitious. And did I say exciting? Here we go. Here we go, people. Cowboy crypto. Another one. Look at this. Ripple acquires Treasury. Treasury provides over 2,000 pre-configured connections to banks and global financial institutions worldwide. This includes direct API, SFTP, host-to-host, and Swift integrations, supporting real-time data flow for treasury teams. These connections cover more than 13,000 banks globally. That's a bunch, people. Facilitating multi-bank access with over 1,000 clients in over 160 countries. The network spans major institutions like Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, HSBC, Deutsche Bank, and regional players in APAC and EMEA. ANZ, DBS, BNP Paribas. So put the puzzle pieces together, put them on the blockchain, tokenize them, put them on the XRP ledger, put them on other ecosystems, and you'll see value, you'll see liquidity, you'll see the price of crypto start going up. Here is gtreasury.com. Ripple breaks into corporate treasury with a $1 billion Treasury acquisition. It says, as the financial world shift towards digital assets accelerates, Fortune 500 CFOs and treasurers need to be equipped to manage stablecoins, tokenized deposits, and other assets at scale. Ripple's acquisition of Treasury brings digital asset infrastructure and decades of treasury expertise to help customers move, manage, optimize liquidity in real time, people. Ripple and Treasury will focus on enabling customers to unlock idle capital, Tap into the multi-trillion-dollar global repo market via prime broker Hidden Road, earning more on short-term assets. Move money instantly. Enable real-time 24/7 365 cross-border payments at competitive rates, building on Ripple's track record of modernizing global payments on the XRP ledger. Quote, this acquisition is a watershed moment for Treasury management. We have focused on providing the most compliant and feature-rich solutions to corporations around the globe. Now, by joining Ripple, we are accelerating our vision from managing capital to activating it, says Renat Van Eck, G Treasury CEO. The combination of our cash forecasting, risk management, and compliance foundation with Ripple's speed, global network, and digital asset solutions create an opportunity for treasurers to manage liquidity, payments, and risk in the new digital economy. G Treasury's platform is recognized for its industry-leading risk management and FX solutions, alongside compliance and audit frameworks that meet the highest regulatory standards. This is Ripple's third major acquisition in 2025 alone, following the purchase of prime broker Hidden Road and stablecoin platform Rail. Underscoring the company's strong balance sheet and leadership position in the market, the deal is expected to close in the coming months, subject to regulatory approvals. All the money we have spoken for years about moving all the money on the blockchain. And it looks like Ripple is starting to gain some momentum in this stage. The block. Office of the Comptroller of the Currency grants preliminary approval to Erebor Bank, a Peter Thiel-backed startup focusing on crypto and AI people. Peter Thiel founded PayPal. He's invested early in, I want to say, Ripple and other startups and companies. It says Comptroller of the Currency Jonathan Gould called Erebor the first de novo bank to receive a preliminary conditional approval since he started his role at the OCC in July. Erebor is reportedly aiming to fill the gap of Silicon Valley Bank, a bank popular with startups and venture capitalists that collapsed in 2023. So this bank is coming to fruition. They're going to build on blockchain companies, fintech companies, startups, all the above. They're going to be able to go to Peter Thiel's bank. OCC's page here. OCC announces conditional approval for chartering Erebor Bank. And I think that's the way you pronounce it. Erebor? Maybe? I'm going to leave a copy to everything below. And speaking of Peter Thiel, I don't know if we've said this for years. I don't know if you actually know this. But Peter Thiel turned a $2,000 Roth IRA into a $5 billion tax-free windfall, and the government had a fit, and they screamed and moaned and bitched and moaned. But you know what? A Roth IRA is after-tax money going into an IRA. And I bring this up because in the next 2 years, it took Peter Thiel 2 years to accumulate $5 billion in his IRA. And in a 2-year period from right now, what is the value of digital assets going to be? What is the value of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, all of those wonderful cryptocurrencies we talk about going to be by 2027 or the end of 2027? Well, you could sign up for iTrustCapital for free. You can open up a Roth IRA. You can open up a traditional IRA. You can roll over an existing or a old 401k IRA or whatever. Check out iTrustCapital. Thousands of people are signing up and taking advantage of putting cryptocurrency in their retirement account. And these Roth IRAs allow you to take it out at the end tax-free, people. Check out the link below. Let's keep going. Mario Nawful. Trump courts donors with White House ballroom dinner. Trump has invited his biggest donors to a glitzy White House dinner celebrating the $250 million ballroom now under construction. The event pulls in the who's who of financiers and power brokers eager to stay in the president's orbit. And here is a picture of the supposed ballroom that is being built. And guess who was invited to the party, people? If we start at the top, You got Amazon, Apple, you got Coinbase, you got Google, you got HP, you got Microsoft, you got Ripple, and you have Tether, and you have, if we come all the way down to the bottom, you have the Winklevoss twins with Gemini. All the big players. Yes, it pays to play, people. It pays to play. Things are happening. So I was looking at the SEC's webpage on the current submissions of XRP ETFs, and I found this. On October the 14th, CoinShares filed for XRP ETFs. And on October 10th, you had Canary, Franklin, Wisdom Tree, Grayscale, Bitwise, and others filing for XRP ETFs. Here is the article from CoinShares or FX Leaders. CoinShares XRP ETF nears launch as $61.6 million inflows ignite investor hype. It says CoinShares has updated its SEC application for a NASDAQ listing under the ticker XRPL, which details still pending on management fees. The trust will not participate in staking programs, meaning shareholders will not receive staking rewards. The SEC is expected to announce decisions on multiple XRP ETF applications between October 18th and the 25th, potentially approving them simultaneously, and XRP funds experienced a significant influx of $61.6 million last week. Strong indicators. It says other pretty standard institution details that pop up in the filing include CSC Delaware Trust Company, the trust company, U.S. Bancorp Fund Services, transfer agent and administrator, Parallel Distributors, marketing agent, and U.S. Bank North America cash custodian, people. It is happening. It is happening. And mentioning Bancorp, U.S. Bancorp forms dedicated unit for digital assets and money management, just like BlackRock, just like Larry Fink was stating. And if I'm not mistaken, I forgot to pull up the tab. I think BlackRock today is releasing something on the notion of the stablecoins. Stablecoin Act. We're going to have to check it out. I forgot to pull up that tab. I apologize. Okay, Zaman Wallet. Zaman Wallet is an excellent self-custody piece of software that you download to your cell phone, and you install it, and you write down your key numbers, your seed numbers, and you do not share them. Well, they stated today with the latest integration, you can now use the Zaman wallet to mint FXRP through the F Assets app. And this is only the beginning. We're working on chain abstraction to make your XRP Fi journey smoother and safer. Flare posted, welcome Zaman Wallet, now live for FXRP minting. This is just the first phase of the integration, people. So many things are happening. There's so many opportunities out there. And yeah, XRP is $2.33. That's okay. Back up the truck. It may go down to $2.15 or $2.05 or $2.25. It may jump to $3 by tomorrow. Back up the truck. Ride these volatility waves. Ride these crypto waves and benefit in the end, because it takes time to get rich when you're in crypto. Thanks for subscribing. Enjoy the day. James Rule XRP is out of here. And guess what? I told you so.